When my mommy was a small girl, she heard the scary gist that our family came from a line of witches, maybe even priestesses of a river goddess. Like any normal person with sense, she wanted to know the truth. She finished university with first class honors and threw herself into studying juju and spirits, but in a scientific way. Her big discovery was that the supernatural is real. We just need the right way to connect with it. Even though she became famous for her work, she couldn't prove if our family was truly linked to this goddess or witches. She was so caught up in finding answers that she forgot everything else, and this caused big wahala with my daddy. They were always fighting, and one day he had enough and left. Soon after, Mommy found out she was pregnant with me. She dropped her research, moved back to her childhood home in Enugu with Aunt Jemima, and became the best mommy ever. But the second I started secondary school, she jumped back into her witch hunting. She had this creepy small office in her house, filled with strange things from her research, old books, charms, and funny-looking statues. Aunt Jemima hated that place with passion. "Chai, Amara, who gave you this rubbish haircut?" "Mommy did." "What's wrong?" "You look like a shaved goat." "She's fine, Jemima." "And why are you even in my office? I thought you know they like this place." "I don't. I'm here because I need small money. I'm going to Ghana with Victor next week, and I don't want him to think I'm some broke babe chasing his cash." "Who is Victor? I thought you were with Emeka." "Emeka was too boring, so I left him. Victor is a correct guy. He's a businessman and owns a yacht." "Yacht? Only a few people in this world have yacht, and Victor is one?" "Abeg, if you're done talking, can you give me the money?" Aunt Jemima was Mommy's twin sister, but they were like night and day. Mommy was serious and focused, while Jemima was a free spirit, always moving from place to place, never keeping a job and dreaming of marrying a rich man so she would never work again. Mommy thought Jemima was a scatterbrain, and Jemima felt Mommy was one step from turning into a mad scientist. So they were always clashing, and life just went on. Until one day, everything scattered. We talk about this plenty around here, just like we keep begging you to like and follow our page, so please do it sharp. Anyway, Mommy was in her creepy office, doing her usual research, when we heard a loud bam. Jemima and I ran inside and saw her on the floor, fainted. Her papers were everywhere, and right in the middle was this strange necklace with a shiny black stone that looked like it was glowing. I knelt beside Mommy, my heart beating fast, while Aunt Jemima called for ambulance. The paramedics came and said she was in a coma. They rushed her to the hospital, but the necklace stayed behind. I couldn't leave it there. It felt like it was calling me, like it held the key to saving Mommy. So I took it and kept it close to my chest. That night, I had a funny dream. I was standing in a misty forest, and an old woman with white hair, dressed in white cloth, like a priestess, spoke to me. "Amara, the necklace is dangerous," she said. "It's tied to the river goddess, and it traps souls. You must destroy it before the full moon, or your mother's soul will be lost forever." I woke up sweating, the necklace hot in my hand. Was it a dream? Or was something talking to me? "Good Lord, Amara, throw that ugly thing away," Jemima shouted one morning. No way. This was the last thing Mommy was working on before she fell. She might need it when she wakes. For what? To wear it to some juju meeting? "Amara, you are 18. Go and live your life. You are too sad for a young girl. And you are too wide for someone in her 40s. Don't you care about Mommy at all? Aren't you worried if she will ever wake up? Look, your Mommy is too deep in this juju business, okay? Maybe this is what happens when you chase spirits and old stories. Please, stop acting like a detective. Jemima grabbed her arm, and I wanted to pull away, but I froze. Not because of her grip, but because I saw something. A picture in my head of Jemima sneaking into Mommy's office and taking money from her drawer. You stole from Mommy's drawer. Which drawer? I didn't steal anything, but I saw it, clear as day. I touched Jemima's arm again, and the same picture came. Her stealing money. My eyes fell on the necklace in my hand. I dropped it and touched Jemima again, and nothing happened. Was this necklace showing me things? I remember the old woman's warning, and I felt a chill. Maybe it wasn't just showing me the future. Maybe it was playing with my head. Oh no, you have that look, Jemima said. The same one your mommy had when she started talking about spirits and nonsense she wasted her life on. Jemima kept talking, but my mind was on the necklace. Every time I held it, I saw flashes, maybe bits of the future, maybe lies. Knowing Jemima, her stealing wasn't hard to believe, but I needed to be sure. So the next day, I wore the necklace to school in Onitsha. As I walked through the busy school gates with students shouting and Okada horns blaring outside, I brushed against people and saw things. I touched Blessing, our head girl, and saw her crying and shouting in front of everyone. Later that day, she broke up with her boyfriend and scattered his books. I saw Kelechi, the class joker, going home alone to feed his dogs, which made me feel sorry for him. Then I saw the wicked school cleaner eating bad egusi soup that would keep him in the toilet all day, and that one made me smile. Wow, this is the best day ever, I said to myself, dodging a football on the field. Talking to yourself? Amara, is that how you plan to beat me in the tests? Oh, Toby. Toby, my classmate, was the kind of guy everyone liked. Rich, popular, with a face like a film star, and always getting top marks. But here's the funny part. Toby was so clumsy. He could drop anything, his lunch, a teacher's marker, even a kitten. He tried to pet once. Somehow, this made everyone like him more, except me. I just thought it was funny how someone so perfect could be such a mess. Jesus, Toby, are you okay? Did you hurt yourself? A girl shouted as he tripped near the canteen. I'm fine, just sleep small. No wahala. Quick, bring ice. Call the matron. Toby, how many fingers am I holding up? 2. What's so funny, Amara? Nothing. Isn't this too much drama? He just tripped. He's not dying. For your information, I could have broken my leg. What if I hit my head and fainted? Would that be serious enough for you? Please, you are okay. Maybe small headache, but that's all. And you fall every day, Toby. Plenty times safe. And you're walking fine now, Abby? Toby gave me a bad look. Since then, he started this silent competition with me, trying to beat me in everything. Test, raises, even who gets to the food line first. I didn't know why, but I wasn't going to let him win. I'm here. I know late, I shouted, running into class. What's that smell? You ran here? Toby teased. Just ask, Amara, and I'll give you small money for Okada next time you're late. At least, I can run without falling over a stone and rolling into the gutter. I don't need to run. I have a car and driver. Thank God. Or who knows how many people I would have jammed by now. You clumsy girl. How dare you? Toby rushed at me, but his leg caught a desk, and he crashed into me. The moment we touched, I saw a clear picture. Toby walking through a thick forest, going deeper like he was looking for something. Then he reached a cliff and fell. My heart jumped. If you keep looking at me like that, you will fall in love, he joked. God forbid. Get off me. and maybe stay away from cliffs for now. What? Did you run out of breath on your way here? The teacher walked in and we ran to our seats. All day, I couldn't stop watching Toby. Even though he was annoying, I didn't want him falling off a cliff because of some juju. Later, I saw him heading to the bush behind school, where students sometimes went to play. I followed, but he was already deep inside. The air was smelling wet leaves and harmattan dust. When I saw him walking toward a steep drop, like he was in a trance, I shouted, "Toby, stop!" He didn't answer. I shouted again, then ran and pulled his arm, waking him up. "Amara, what's this? Where am I?" "You walked into the bush. You don't remember?" "No, I was at football practice and now I'm here." "How did I get here? And how did you know where to find me? Were you following me? You think one of your daddy's enemies sent me to spy on you? Please." I was scared for a second. Toby's daddy was a big senator, and me showing up like this was strange, especially since we didn't even like each other. I could see why he was worried. So I told him the truth about the necklace. "So you're saying this necklace shows you the future?" "Yes, I know it sounds like Nollywood film, but it's true." "If you don't believe me, no, I believe you. With all the funny things happening to me, a magic necklace is not even strange." Toby told me that for months, he'd been seeing a spirit. It started when his family moved into their new house in Abuja, an old place that belonged to his great-grandfather. People warned them that it was haunted, but his daddy, obsessed with fixing it up, didn't listen. Now, Toby was having big wahala. I've always been clumsy, but now it's worse. I wake up doing crazy things, like scattering my mommy's flower garden, or drawing on my great-grandfather's picture, and I don't remember anything. How do you know it's a spirit? I see it sometimes at night, a shadow in the mirror, or someone standing behind me. And this house, it feels heavy, like something is watching me. I looked at him, trying to understand. A spirit, causing all this, sounded like a story, but I was holding a necklace that showed me things, so maybe it was true. I also remembered the old woman's warning about the full moon, only 3 days away. Time was running out to save mommy. "You think I'm stupid?" Toby asked. "Yes, but that's not the point. This spirit has a problem with you, and we need to stop it before it ruins your life. Follow me." Toby followed me to our house in Enugu. I took him to mommy's office, dug through her things, and found a small charm shaped like a cowrie shell. "This will protect you for now. The spirit might still disturb you, but it can't kill you." "Thanks, that's nice to hear. But how do you know this works?" Mommy studied juju and spirits. I learned small growing up in this house, until she fell sick, but I knew she'll be fine soon, and I wouldn't let her out of my sight when she wakes. At least, you have hope. I live with my parents, but I hardly see them. When I started waking up in strange places, my daddy just got a sleep doctor, then a psychiatrist, then a guard to lock my door at night. He never asked me what was wrong, just spent money to make it look okay. That's tough, but we all have our wahala, I guess. One evening, while holding the necklace, I saw a memory, not a vision, but a picture from when I was small. Mommy and I were sitting outside during a blackout, the air smelling of kerosene lamps. She sang me a lullaby about a river goddess, her voice soft and warm. "Amara, you are my brave girl," she said. I held the necklace tighter, my eyes wet. I couldn't lose her. I had to break this curse. The next day, I went to a night market in Onitsha to find answers. The place was loud, traders shouting, high life music playing, the smell of roasted yam and suya in the air. I found an old herbalist, Mama Ngozi, who knew about juju. She looked at the necklace and shook her head. This is a serious matter, my child. This necklace is tied to the river goddess, stolen from her shrine long ago. It traps souls to feed her power. You must take it to the Ocean River before the full moon, or your mother's soul will be gone forever. But be careful. There are people who want this necklace for themselves. People? Who? A group, a secret cult. They worship the goddess's dark side. They will come for you. My heart was beating fast as I left the market, the necklace heavy in my pocket. That night, I saw a man in black cap watching me from across the street. Was he one of them? I ran home, scared but determined. Toby and I became close, not because we wanted to, but because he needed me. At first, my vision saved him from small things, like burning his mouth on hot tea, or putting salt instead of sugar in his food. But things got worse. I stopped him from falling into the school fountain, then from getting hit by a cricket ball. In chemistry class, he almost missed 2 chemicals that could have caused him a fire, and I had to jump from my seat to stop him. Every time I save you, the spirits get angrier and try something bigger. We need to stop it. Did you put salt around your room like I said? It keeps spirits out. I did, but the cleaners sweep it away and tell my parents I'm mad. Then tell one of your guards to watch you at night. You have plenty, Abby. What? Am I a baby? My parents would think it's strange. Find another way. Like what, Toby? I can't follow you everywhere. Toby's idea was to sneak me into his huge wardrobe at night so I could watch him. Why can't I just come through the front door like a normal person? You have friends, don't you? Those boys at school. They are only there because my daddy has money. None of them are real friends. And my daddy is too careful to let anyone in without checking them like criminals. Sneaking is easier. Even if it's night, I will survive. Toby's house was like a palace. Big gardens, guards everywhere, and dogs that could eat you. Even his wardrobe was bigger than my room. I hid inside, the air smelling of new clothes and polish. But it was dark, and I started feeling dizzy. Before I knew it, everything went black, and I fainted. When I opened my eyes, I was in a long hallway with old wooden floors and walls full of dusty paintings. A girl my age, dressed in white clothes, like a shrine maiden, stood there. Finally awake, sleeping beauty. What's this? Where am I? Who are you? Slow down, you are in a dream, and I am the spirit of this house. You are the one troubling Toby. Troubling is a big word. I'm just interested in his life. Why? In life, I was a servant here, and I had no fun. Now, as a spirit, I can play with people like Toby. It's my only joy. But forget that. I have something to show you. She took me down a dark staircase to a cave with stone walls, covered in strange symbols like the ones in Mommy's books. At the end was a red door, glowing softly. If you want answers, go through that door. What's inside? The truth. You're enjoying this, Abby? Plenty. Now, go. You don't have much time. I walked to the door, my heart pounding. But as I touched the knob, I heard a scream from the cave. I jumped back, fell and hit my head. Everything went dark. When I woke, I was in Toby's living room. The smell of flowers strong. Toby was holding a lighter, standing close to the curtains. I grabbed the lighter just as his parents walked in. Who are you? "And what are you doing in my house?" his daddy shouted. "Dad, I'm not talking to you, Toby. Go to your room." Toby's mommy took him away, and I stood there shaking. "Young girl, you broke into my house, and with that lighter, it looks like you wanted to burn something. One of my rivals sent you to spoil my campaign, Abi?" "No, sir. I was helping Toby. Ask him. I don't need to ask my son. He won't miss me with someone like you." "Sir, you are crossing a line. I know this looks bad, but I'm telling the truth. Call my aunt. She will explain." "You think I'll believe you have someone to cover for you? Enough of this nonsense." He called the police, and soon I was at the station, feeling like my life was over. Jemima burst in and dragged me home, shouting, "Amara, of all the foolish things, you broke into someone's house?" "I didn't. Toby asked me to come. He is my friend." "So you have rich friends like Toby and didn't tell me? You should have introduced me to his daddy." "Jemima, his daddy is married. Where is your shame?" "Shame? Who needs shame when you can be rich? He's a senator, Abi. Politicians like fine women like me. Arrange a meeting." "I'm not doing that, you funny woman." Then Jemima said something strange. "That necklace, I know it. I tried to sell it years ago when I was broke. It brought bad luck, and I gave it back to your mommy." I stared at her. Did she know more than she was saying? Toby didn't come to school the next day, and I was worried. I called, but he didn't pick up. I thought he was angry about his daddy, but my heart told me something was wrong. That evening, I went to a dibia in our village, Baba Ifani, who knew about spirits. He looked at the necklace and frowned. "This is from the Oshun River, stolen from the goddess's shrine. Your family was meant to guard it, but someone betrayed that duty long ago. Now it is angry. You must take it to the Oshun Grove and do a ritual before the full moon, or your mommy is gone. But watch out, there is a cult after this necklace. They have been watching you." As I left, I saw the man in the black cap again, standing under a mango tree. I ran home, my heart racing. The next day, I went to Toby's house. Outside, I heard shouts. Toby was on the roof, standing near the edge, swaying like he wasn't himself. His parents were begging him to come down. Guards were talking on radios, but nobody was moving. "Toby, my son, please wake up," his mommy cried. If anyone rushed him, he might jump. I had to act fast. I slipped into the house, ran to the roof, and called out softly, "Toby, it's Amara. You can hear me. You are not alone. I am here. Listen to my voice." He turned his head a little, like he was trying to hear me. "You are stronger than this. Whatever is holding you, it's not your boss. You are Toby, the guy who falls over nothing and still looks fine. You are not a puppet. Fight it." He looked at me. "Amara, I've got you. I won't let go." I grabbed his hand and pulled him back, but I fell and hit my head. Everything went black. When I woke, I was in Toby's room, my head aching. "What happened?" "You hit your head, Amara. I don't know how to thank you. If you weren't here, I wouldn't be alive. Good thing I came then." Toby gave me the necklace. The chain was broken and the stone was cracked. "I found it beside you. I'm so sorry, Amara. This is my fault." Then Toby told me the truth. He wasn't haunted. He had a sickness from when he was small, something that made him black out and see things. It stopped for years, but moving into this old house with his daddy's campaign stress brought it back. His parents hid it from him, thinking it would make things worse. My daddy thought locking my door would fix it, but I almost jumped off the roof. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. Can we be friends? As he talked, my phone rang. Jemima said mommy was awake. Toby drove me to the hospital. The streets of Enugu buzzing with evening hawkers and keke drivers. I ran to mommy's room and hugged her tight, tears falling. Thank God, I thought I'd never see you again. My dear Amara, I missed you. You've been so brave. But mommy, I broke the necklace. Mommy looked at the cracked necklace and smiled. You did me a favor. She told me the necklace wasn't just a charm. It was a relic from the Oshun River, meant to hold souls for the goddess. Our family was supposed to guard it, but long ago, someone stole it and it became cursed. I thought it would show me if we were truly priestesses. I tried to join my spirit to it, but it trapped me. My body was in a coma, but my soul was inside. When you broke it, I was free. So you were in the necklace all this time? Yes, I was watching you, Amara. I saw you go toward that red door in your dream. That scream was mine. The necklace was tricking you, using your fear to make you open that door. If you did, you would be trapped like me. But the things I saw, some came true. It shows you small pieces of the future to make you trust it, then uses lies to control you. It's dangerous. I'm going to lose my mind. No, you won't. I'm done with all this, Amara. I almost lost you and everything I love. I want to focus on my family now. Me too, Mommy. Now that we're together, can we talk about my Ghana trip? Jemima said, laughing. We all laughed, and it felt like a new start. The necklace was gone, Mommy was back, and Toby was in therapy. Still clumsy, but trying not to fall off any more roofs. But sometimes, I wondered about the courts Baba Ifeanyi mentioned. Were they still out there, watching?